Hello everyone, welcome to Purple Penny live video for the week where we talk about what's been going on in the shop and in the world of coins. Now the last week here has been pretty unremarkable. It's been a good week. We were busy all day yesterday when we were open, which is good. We've not really bought anything weird this week. Nothing. I like to show weird things when we buy things, but we haven't bought anything particularly unusual or non-coin related. Probably the most interesting thing that has come in this week is a small collection of ancient coins, mostly Roman. I can't quite think of the right term, but from about sort of AD 150 to about AD 250. Silver ants and silver denarius, and it's always fun looking at those, trying to identify exactly what they are. And I posted up a couple of those yesterday, and Paul Spink actually pointed out that I'd got one of them a little bit wrong. So that's called I can't remember what it's called. It's identifying exactly what coin it is, but these are the coins here. They're in nice. These are called eagle holders. So these are a sort of a top-end coin holder that is completely archival safe. So that one there is a Trajan denarius, and then there's that one there's from Marcus Aurelius. So there's a nice little collection of them. There was about 12. It's something that I'm getting more and more interested in. So if you are a coin collector, there's always okay. The volumes are pretty low, is it? Can you hear me better now? As a coin collector, there's always new things to be learning, so I'm always interested in learning about new things as a coin collector, and ancients are something that I've not really dealt with much in the past. I can usually tell a fake one, the obvious fakes, and I can identify most of the more common ones. But I'm always learning all the time, so it's always good to learn something new. Look, I should just say about the camera and the phone, we're going to get a dedicated camera in the next week, so that we don't have to use the phone anymore, and at least that way things won't be backwards. And the dedicated camera means that we can use our USB microphone. We've got a dedicated USB microphone to use for these videos from this point forward. So hopefully this will be the last time you have to put up with this. In the world of coins this week, there hasn't been much going on the Facebook groups that I've really noticed. The fallout from the roll situation a month ago is still going on. The roll prices are still quite weak. There's no real change there. I've noticed that the donation dollars have started appearing and are being sold for a fairly healthy profit on some Facebook groups and on eBay, and there seems to be a bit of conflict between some groups about what can and can't be sold on the group. Some of the groups are allowing those donation dollars to be sold and some of them aren't. So, I would just remind you there's going to be 25 million of them produced, so don't feel like you have to get in straight away to get one right now and pay a premium for it. G'day Greg. We're trying to work with a charity here in Adelaide and come up with hopefully something that we can all work on together to raise some money along with those coins. So hopefully we can actually get some of the coins, and then we'll look at donating some money and then working with some of our customers to donate some money as well in conjunction with those coins. Catherine is cooking something up with a charity that we know of, so we hope in the next week or two we'll have something to talk about there. G'day Jenny, how you going? In the coin release world this week, it's the Royal Australian Mint has announced a new raft of AC/DC releases. There's going to be a silver $1 coin and 7 different coloured 20-cent pieces. It looks like six of the 20-cent pieces you'll be able to buy individually on cards. They'll be $15 each, and there'll be a 7-coin set that presumably includes the 7th coin as well as the 6 on cards, and that will be $110. So there's already been a significant amount of interest from people on Facebook and even people walking in through the front door about that set. Now, I don't know if you're aware of how it works, but we actually, when these sorts of releases come out, we put in an application for a number of sets or coins, and then the Royal Australia Mint allocates a number to the official Royal Australia Mint distributors. We really have no control over what that number is, so we don't know what the allocation is, and the process for applying for the allocation isn't concluded yet. As far as we're aware, we're not allowed to take pre-orders, so apologies there, we can't take pre-orders. And as far as I know, g'day Jess, how you going? As far as I know, no other dealers are allowed to take prepayment either, because you're not guaranteed that you're going to get the coins to sell. So all a bit up in the air, but we're as up in the air as what you are. The $20 frosted coin, I think it was probably going to be a 1 ounce coin. I'm not really quite sure, but that's dated 2021, and that, I think the release price for that will be $90. So it'll be interesting to see what those coins look like. We have actually seen what they look like and what the packaging is like, and it's pretty exciting. So I can't really talk about it. It is pretty exciting though. It's pretty novel. I think the Mint has done a stupendous job with this coin release, and there's no doubt going to be a fair bit of interest. So I was struggling to think about a numismatic topic to talk about today, but then Catherine dropped this on my desk yesterday. I don't know, you can see how big that coin is there, that little thing in my fingers there. So that's a what's called a diobol, and it's a silver alloy coin struck sometime between 600 AD and 500 AD. So that coin is over 2,500 years old. So if you look just over my shoulder here, just there, there's the picture of the coin in much, obviously a lot larger scale. Now, I find it does look a bit like a sinker. It's only a small sinker though, Gary. To me, this is a really fascinating coin, because this was struck probably within 100 years of coins that were struck in a Western or Eastern Greek kingdom called Lydia, and Lydia is accepted as being the first nation in the world to strike coins in metal, and that was about 650 BC, and the coins that they struck in metal were struck from an alloy called electrum, which is an alloy is a mixture of metals. It's a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver. And BC, Greg, BC. So this coin was struck sometime between 600 and 500 BC. Okay, so you're looking at something there that is somewhere between 2,500 and 2,600 years old. Anyway, so Lydia struck coins in electrum, and they were of an extremely similar size to this, and in fact the design was very similar to this. So this coin is actually imitating Lydian coins that had been around for about 100 years. And I just find this really fascinating. This is, I've never seen a Lydian coin, but this is as close to a Lydian coin as we've ever seen, and surprisingly not very expensive to own. So it's called a diobol. It's 2 obols, and an obol is the Greek denomination is a stater. So an obol is 1/24 of a stater, so that makes this 1/12 of a stater. This was struck in Ionian Greece, which is in western Turkey now, in a city called Miletos. So It's a fascinating little coin there. Now that's only a short video today because that's all I really had prepared. Yeah, so Danny, as I said, the oldest coins that are known in metal are from about 650 BC. So, you know, probably about 100 years older than that coin that you can just see over my shoulder there with the lion's head. Oh, where's my finger? There we go, the lion's head. And then this little incuse cross